Okay guys, this is our toolbox and it's super heavy. Okay, it's Tyler's toolbox. But this is what we pulled out and used for our very first family tech think tank discussion. So we put one of our cell phones in the toolbox and just put it in the middle of the room. Everybody knew we were going to have this think tank, and we talked about some of the ground rules ahead of time, which you can find in your free guide. But what we did was put our cell phone in there and had this laying in the middle of the room and used this as a conversation starter. So we asked the kids, what do you think is inside of this toolbox? And of course they guessed a hammer, screwdriver, nails, the common things that you would find in a toolbox. We said, yeah, well, there's something else in there that might surprise you. And so they opened it up and inside was one of our cell phones. And so we talked about using technology as a tool. So just like a hammer or a screwdriver, they're things that can be used for good or for bad. So we could use a hammer to nail something in to build something, but we could also use a hammer to hurt somebody if we wanted to. And so it's a tool, and tools are great when we use them in the right way. And so this was kind of our introduction into our first family tech think tank when we talked about the pros and cons of technology. And pros and cons might seem like complicated words for some kids depending on the ages of your kids, so I find it best to just do thumbs up and thumbs down. And so that's what we did right here, and we had one of our kids be the scribe, and so she drew a thumbs up and drew a thumbs down, and then we just brainstormed together and made a list of all the things that we love about technology and the things that are useful. And then on the list of thumbs down, we just talked about what are some tricky parts about technology or things that we need to be careful of. And so the kids made this, we made this big list together. And I will type this up and also share a picture of our list in the newsletter. So it's really simple, and the whole goal of this first conversation is not to set any rules or any guidelines or really push any kind of agenda. You're just trying to have a conversation, and you're getting everybody comfortable with the idea of having a family tech think tank, and also just to get some ideas. And it will also be helpful for you to know how much your kids know. Like, how much do they know about some of the negative aspects of technology? And if they're younger, there might be topics that you don't need to discuss yet. And that's something that you can decide as a parent. But that's the goal of the first tech think tank, is just to talk about using technology as a tool. Make your list, and then just start to think about, encourage everyone or challenge at the end of your conversation to, as they go throughout the week, think about, am I using technology as a tool or not? Am I using it wisely? And now my kids are home from school, so I'm going to go pay attention to them. But I just really quickly wanted to tell you the real motive behind doing this family tech think tank is to help your family build a family tech plan that works for you. And so you have a structure and routines that just kind of make it a little bit easier to follow the guidelines. And then also just to realize that so many researchers have talked about how there's going to be a divide between the families that know how to use technology wisely and those that don't. And obviously we all, if you're watching this, you want to be on the side of the families who want to help their kids learn how to use technology wisely, and also just be able to balance it and learn and grow and be the individuals that you want them to be as they grow older. So I hope this helps. Let me know if you have any questions about doing your very first family tech think tank. I'm here to help and support you.